My name is Adeniyi Borire. I'm a neurologist based in Sydney, Australia.
Adeniyi Borire is my son.
My name is Adeniyi Borire and I'm Niyi Borire's wife.
Came to know the Lord in August 1998. During my secondary school year, my father's business collapsed. Could not afford to pay for my school certificate examinations, which is called WAEC I.
There was no money.
By 14 and a half, I'd finished secondary school, the third best student nationwide in the Poly Jamb exam. Got an automatic admission to Yabatech College of Technology to study computer science.
We did not have anything. The shirt I bought is a female blouse.
I was the youngest in the class. I was the smallest.
He doesn't play with his books.
Travel from home, Ipaja to Yaba. Now I remember how I suffered. There was no money. I learned to trust God every single day. Mama Obe, very lovely woman, and I can't count the number of days and times I knocked on her door for transport. I never had breakfast. Go to the cafeteria. They knew me, and I would wait till everybody is gone, and I would just go for, scraps and, know me. They knew that I was indigent. At the end of the year, I don't know how I managed to go to school every single day. Grateful to God, by the time I finished at Yabatech College of Technology, I graduated with a distinction. I made a covenant to God. I said, God, I want to get admission into the University of Lagos. I want to study medicine and I want to be a doctor. I said, God, if you do that for me, I would give you away 100 hallelujahs. That was all I could give back. Bought the Punch newspapers and I saw my name number 7. From there, I went to church with my friend and we shouted 100 hallelujahs to God. I can't forget that day. We stripped ourselves.
2006 became very close. We're in the same unit in church.
Christmas morning, we woke up and there was 0 cent kobo. We had unripe plantain boiled. And then we were waiting for people on Christmas Day to bring food. Would have been very devastating for my parents.
He likes to give a testimony. Praise the Lord. Last year, we had nothing to eat. But this year, we have fish. We have rice, we have praise the Lord, and I was weeping.
One thing that I really liked about him was his passion for God, his drive to have a very good life.
I was doing a lot of odd jobs. I was doing night shifts in different places. I have lectures from 8 to 5, and then from 5 o'clock I'll go on a night shift in a private hospital as an assistant.
Came to collect the money for fees with no money in the house. Went back to school empty-handed. As he was entering his room, somebody said, there is a package for you. When he opened food, everything, provisions, and an envelope with the school fees. He didn't know who put it there.
Graduated with very good grades. I got a scholarship to go to South Africa. Got an AJIP scholarship. I hated poverty. I never wanted to be poor. Nice to go overseas, get some training. Couldn't afford the fees. And I was stuck, and my visa was going to go away. Everything was going to a waste. I attended a wedding. There was a man there, and I just cornered him. Hello, sir. I am Adeniyi Borire. I'm a 5th-year medical student. Got an opportunity to go to South Africa, but I can't afford it. And he was shocked. Come and see me on Monday. Went to his office on Monday, brought out 100 bills, US dollars. Never seen it in my life, and gave me my ticket money in US dollars. Heard about Australia needed doctors. I walked to the university, to the hospital one day, and I saw called Professor Hamilton from Australia visiting Luth. He gave me his business card. My father was sick, gone into his care. All our money. I had 0 naira in my account. Owing the hospital 600 and 700,000 naira. I took all the money, converted the money to US dollars, and I paid for the Australian exam. The hospital refused to release the body. Went to the professor of morbid anatomy of pathology. So I had a distinction. I was the best student in morbid anatomy, and he remembered me very well. And he wrote a note to me to release my father's body. And we paid nothing. I had nothing I couldn't afford the fees. I couldn't travel. I couldn't even withdraw from the exams. And then I got a phone call from my old mentor. He asked me about the Australians. And I said, I'm not going anymore. The next day, he wired the biggest gift I've ever received in my life. 350,000 naira. Said, go and buy your ticket now. Only I waved in and quickly jump on the Okada with me and let's go to the airport. By the time we got to the airport, the cost of the ticket had gone up from 370 to 410. And we begged. Uncle said, Nee, do you know what? You know where I was coming from? From my brother. Do you know how much he gave me? 40,000. God knew that my money was not enough, and God made me wave him down. He gave it to me that day, and I paid for my ticket to Australia. I didn't have a place to stay.
When he went to Australia, he doesn't know anybody there.
The most difficult time of my life was my first 6 months in Australia. I borrowed $500 from 3 people. It was exhausted in 1 week. I was homeless, penniless. Everyone rejected me. I was discouraged many times. Why did I come here? The Lord gave me an idea. I went to the local government chairman 2 weeks before my visa was going to expire. I told him my story. By the time I said half of my story, he was in tears. And he said, I was going to help you. He gave me a contract. I almost fainted. The interesting thing was that they gave me a 5-bedroom house, a Ford Falcon with a fuel card, no bills. It allowed immigration to keep me in the country. This professor that I met in Luth, he never replied my email. But while I was waiting, his email just came in. I said, Nee, I can't believe you made it. I will forward your CV. This man called me at 11 p.m. local time, spoke to me for 2 hours, and it was the 2 hours of hell. He said I made a mistake coming over, that I should go back home. And I cried all night. My phone rang. I couldn't sleep all night. I was thinking about you. I walked into the hospital today with your CV in my hand, and the first person I met was a man called Emmanuel, trained at the University of Lagos College of Medicine from Sierra Leone or Liberia, the only black specialist in the whole of this hospital. He said, oh, he finished from the same medical school I finished. Emmanuel is old enough to be my father. And he said, John, give him a chance. I'd give you 6 months. Let's try you.
And I prayed that God, please, when he is going to do his graduation, let me be alive.
And within 5.5 years, I became a specialist in neurology. Within 4 years, I became an Australian citizen.
He was the only black doctor.
I just knew that where we were at that time, it was just going to get better from there.
I was the boy who I could not afford a meal when I was in Yabatech College of Technology. And now by the grace of God, I can feed my family.
I'm really grateful to God, to Adeniyi also.